What if someone could look at one photo of you and instantly know how easy you would be to manipulate? Therapists and researchers who've studied psychopaths and narcissistic manipulators say many of them are highly skilled at spotting emotional vulnerability through body language, behavior, and subtle social cues. They scan people quickly, looking for insecurity, weak boundaries, people-pleasing, emotional dependency. But here's the good news. You can become far harder to target. In the next 6 minutes, I'll show you 5 powerful ways to protect yourself psychologically. And stay until the end, because the final tip is the one that changes everything. Licensed therapist Aisha Grevenberg, who worked directly with violent offenders inside a correctional facility, revealed something most people are not ready to hear. These men didn't target the most attractive person in the room. They didn't go after the most successful one. They went after the person whose boundaries they could test and slowly break. They said they could often sense it almost immediately. And to be clear, not every difficult person is a narcissist or psychopath. But these patterns appear consistently in manipulative and emotionally abusive people. Today you'll learn 5 practical ways to stop becoming an easy emotional target, whether you're dating, already in a relationship, dealing with toxic family members, or even difficult coworkers. Tip 1. Own your vulnerabilities out loud. Here's something most people don't know. Manipulative people don't hunt for your strengths. They hunt for your hidden wounds, the things you feel ashamed of, the parts of yourself you try to hide, because shame becomes a handle. And if someone can control your shame, they can often control you. The fix? Accept your insecurities fully. Say it to yourself right now. Yes, I have wounds, and I am okay with them, and I'm still worthy of respect. The moment you stop hiding your vulnerabilities, they stop becoming tools someone can use against you. Tip 2. Treat early boundary tests seriously. They test you early, not because they're careless. Because they're calculating. They call early when you said not to. They push small things to see if you budge. The moment they do, don't get emotional, don't explain. Calmly say no and hold the line. If you budge even once, they know they've got you. Plant your feet and own your space. He calls at midnight after you said you're sleeping. She keeps pushing a preference you clearly expressed. Someone makes a joke that obviously bothered you, then watches your reaction carefully. These aren't random moments. They're auditions. They're asking one question. Does this person hold the line? Or abandon themselves to keep me comfortable? Every time you abandon your own boundary just to keep someone comfortable, you give them more access to break it, and that can cost you years. And sometimes it isn't even romantic. It's the coworker who repeatedly ignores your boundaries. The friend who guilt trips you every time you say no. The moment a boundary gets tested, don't over-explain. Don't become emotional. Don't launch into a long defense, simply say no. And hold it calmly. Once if they keep pushing, you already have your answer. Tip 3. Stop over-explaining yourself. Narcissistic people often feed off emotional reactions. Your tears, your raised voice, your giant paragraph explaining why they hurt you. To them, that isn't connection. It's fuel. And many manipulators stay calm intentionally, while you become emotionally overwhelmed, because the contrast makes you look unstable. The antidote is something called the gray rock method. You become emotionally uninteresting. Short answers, neutral tone. No dramatic reactions. Instead of, I can't believe you said that after everything I've done for you. You simply say, okay. That's it. The less emotional energy you feed manipulation, the less rewarding it becomes for the other person. You are not a wall they can push against anymore. You become still, grounded, unmovable. Tip 4. Watch actions, not words. In the beginning, manipulative people can seem extraordinary, attentive, charming, deeply understanding. Sometimes they feel almost too perfect. That's because love bombing is often designed to create emotional attachment before you've had enough time to see reality clearly. So here's what cuts through the illusion. Watch patterns, not promises. Use what I call the rule of threes. If someone repeatedly lies to you, disrespects you, violates your trust, 3 separate times, stop explaining it away. At some point, repetition becomes revelation. 3 times is no longer confusion. It's information. Actions reveal character far more honestly than words ever will. Tip 5. Become your own safe base. Everything on this list becomes easier when you build this one thing. Manipulative people are often searching for someone who emotionally depends on them, someone who needs their approval, their validation, their reassurance, their permission to feel okay. Because dependence creates control. They build emotional fantasies deliberately, and those fantasies become powerful when someone hasn't built safety within themselves first. Your job is to become your own safe base. That means learning emotional self-trust, the ability to sit with discomfort without immediately needing someone else to rescue you from it. It means building your own support system, your own friendships, your own meaning, your own financial independence where possible. And here's the truth most people never hear. The moment your peace no longer depends on someone else's approval, manipulation starts losing its power. When you feel safe with yourself, you stop chasing emotional permission from other people. And when you no longer need their fantasy, you finally see it clearly. One more thing, and this part is important. If you are already in a relationship with someone highly manipulative or abusive, the most dangerous moment is often when they feel control slipping away. This is real, and it's documented. Please don't leave impulsively if your safety could be at risk. Create a plan, document incidents, save texts and voicemails, talk to someone you trust. Reach out to a therapist, support group, or domestic abuse hotline if needed. And remember this clearly. You cannot heal someone who is committed to controlling you. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is protecting your peace, your safety, and your future. These people often weaponize empathy, loyalty, and kindness. But you do not become safe by becoming colder. You become safe by becoming clearer. If this helped you today, hit like. It tells me to keep making content like this. And comment the word safe below if you're done abandoning your boundaries just to keep other people comfortable. Share this with someone who may need it. It could save them months, or even years of pain. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos on toxic relationships, emotional resilience, psychology, and rebuilding self-trust. You deserve relationships where your nervous system can finally rest. Start protecting your peace today. See you in the next one.